Howdy there, RC fans. Today we're going to be flying the Skynetic Neptune 80mm flying wing. It's a jet. See the little jet propulsion area right here? And this is my first flying wing, so this ought to be really interesting. And when we launch it, it doesn't have landing gear, but it's got these two little indentations in the bottom, so you just put your fingers in there and you pick it up and you throw it. And then hope for the best. So we're going to take this to the air in just a moment. Let's kind of take a look around the plane first, and then we're gonna see how it does. It's my first time flying wing. Yeah. All right, now we're going to do the unboxing of our Skynetic Neptune 64mm EDF Jet flying wing. Doesn't need a whole lot of assembly. We do have to glue a few pieces of foam together. Kind of excited because this is my first jet and my first flying wing, so this is a train wreck waiting to happen. We'll see. As my grandson would say, hopefully it's more better, but we'll see. So we got some stickers. Let's see, here's the jet with the little inducted fan here with the focused output. Looks like here's the front where the battery is going to go, and the receiver, I believe, is going to go in there. So this thing looks like it's mostly in the white, so we could technically use the airbrush on this and do our own custom scheme for painting. Okay, these look like two vertical stabilizers. Pretty good packing job. Okay, the servos are pre-installed. Hooray. After the last build I just did, this will be a nice little relief. The servos and everything already installed on the wings. A little guide plate here to stop it from hitting the ground because this does not have landing gear, which is fine with me. So the top does already have some stickers on here, top side of the wings. It's the bottom that we can place the stickers as we want. I pretty much bubble wrapped everything. There's not a whole lot to this plane. So there's the other wing. And looks like we have a spar. Assuming that's probably for the wings, for a little extra support for the wings. Even though it technically is one big flying wing. Okay, and two little pieces, and I'm not sure exactly what these are. We will find out from the directions. I believe these have to be glued on as well. And we have some Velcro. And that is pretty much it, other than the one battery that I purchased for it. That's all there is to putting this guy together, so this should go together pretty fast, and I'm excited to get this into the air. Hopefully the maiden flight will go well, but we'll see. Definitely have to get my radio set up right for a flying wing because there is no elevator and there is no rudder on this guy. Let's see, so this is going to plug in here, and this is going to plug in here. And we're going to do a mix of elevator and ailerons to make this work. So this ought to be fun. I'm looking forward to flying this for the first time. So let's move ahead and start putting this together. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the wings. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put some foam glue on all the mating surfaces, which is going to be basically all along here, along the top of this, and the side here, and the side here, and also on this side right here. Before I glue that though, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. This looks like a little tiny bit of scarring, and I'm going to clean it up just a hair bit, and then we'll go ahead and glue this on. Now for the glue, I usually use foam tack, but I ran out of that for my previous build, so today I'm going to use this Bob Smith Industries foam cure. This glue is pretty amazing. I like it, and I've used it in the past. It holds extremely well. The only reason I use the foam tack in place of this though is because this takes longer to dry. So you got to kind of hold your pieces together a little bit longer with it. But in general, this is, I mean, this is, if you want to use this, it's readily available. So that's what I'm going to use on this build today. So while I'm waiting on my first wing side to dry, I'm going to go ahead and separate these two pieces of the vortex generator that have a little bar, kind of little foam between them. And they just need to be cut off because they're going to slide right into a slot. And there's a slot. I've already cut one slot out here. Make sure you use a really sharp X-Acto so it's nice and smooth, but the covering kind of covers the slot. So the other side I haven't cut out yet, and it goes right here in this area right here. So this one has to be cut out as well, just the covering just to where the slot is, so that these can fit into the slot just like this one over here. Can't see that one. This one right here that I've already cut out. So before we can do that, we need to go ahead and trim these pieces off right here. Okay, since these are trimmed away, I'll go ahead and glue these vortex generators on. It doesn't hurt to get a little bit of glue overlapped into the area of the covering that was removed, just to help hold that covering in place where it was cut. And just do this the same exact way on the other side, on the other wing. So now we're going to go ahead and glue on the other wing. Okay, so now what we need to do, our wings all are together, our vertical fins are together. We need to go ahead and put the left and right aileron cables through the little hole in the compartment, and this needs to press down into the foam, the cable itself. Keep it a little as aerodynamic here as we can. You can put a little spot of glue on this too if you wish. I'm not going to do that unless it becomes problematic, then I'll put some glue. Well, might need a little glue right here. This part doesn't want to stay down as well. So I might put just a little bit of foam glue just to tack down, yeah, right in the center on both sides right here. Last thing we have to glue are the vertical stabilizers. Now these are both the same, and there's nothing on them. I'm going to put stickers on them later once I get them glued in. But there's a notch on top for each one of these, and if you flip it over, there is a notch here and here for the other side, and they just kind of clip on there. So I'm going to do one side at a time, glue these in, and then the part of gluing is done. Then we'll put a few stickers on there, set up the radio, and we'll be ready to fly. Okay, so now that all the pieces are glued together, I'm going to put the stickers on the top side on real quick, which is these two here, the black and orange, and then the black and red. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so one side, when you look for, like, from the left or whatever, it'll be one color. When you look from the right, it'll be the other color. Help you know whether you're coming and going, although it shouldn't be too hard to see that anyway, but that's the way I'm going to set it up. So I turn this way. Like so. And what I want is both of these to be the same color from this angle. So I'm going to use the black and red. So actually, that looks like these are set up to go the other way. So black and red, I think, has to go on this side. So directional. So the two black and reds will go here. It almost follows the contour of the vertical fin here. And I'm pushing air bubbles out. Okay, so I'm going to do the new model setup on my NX10 radio here. You may have a different radio which might be different than this. So,
volume 50.
Alright, system setup, yes. Model select, add new model. See, model type. So they don't have a wing, so I'm just going to create the standard model type. Create. Then I'm going to select so now I'm going to select aircraft type. And what I want to do here for wing, elevon. So elevon B. So there's elevon B and elevon, just regular elevon. So I'm going to guess, I can always change this, but I'm going to guess since the, let's see. I set the wing up the same as the picture. The two servos are on the inside of the control linkages, so it'd be elevon versus elevon B. If everything is reversed, I'll have to come back and make it elevon B, but I believe elevon is correct. So just click OK. So I've got my receiver set up, and I've got the bind plug on it so I can bind. I've got the ESC controller and BEC power supply into the unit plugged in here. So fourth wire here that I'm not going to use. I don't believe that's needed for this setup. And then my left aileron, actually right aileron and then left aileron. I need to make sure they're not reversed. So when we power this unit up, I want to make sure I set up the ESC at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to bind. So I'm going to set my receiver in bind mode, or transmitter, sorry. I'm going to set my transmitter in bind mode. Hit bind, put bind mode yes. I'm going to plug this in, plug in the battery, and it's flashing. Now, my throttle is all the way up. I'm going to pull it all the way down. Okay, then I'm going to disconnect the battery. That should have calibrated the ESC. So let me pull this and power back up now. And no throttle. And no ailerons or anything. So it did not bind. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. Bind.
Binding. DSMX 22 milliseconds.
Okay, it's bound.
Binding complete.
Okay, throttle all the way down. Okay, remove power. Remove the bind plug. And now with the throttle all the way down this time, let's power back up without the bind plug. Okay, see as we are bound. And we have throttle. Okay, throttle is there. Do we have ailerons? We do ailerons. And here's elevator control. So it appears that's set up. Now, let me make sure that the direction is correct. Make sure that left is left and right is right. Alright, so let's say if I'm banking left, that looks like it's banking left, that's down, that's up. So this will go this way, that's left. No, that's right, sorry. I'm turning right on the controller and it's banking right. Okay, so I'm going to turn left on the controller. That would go this way. Okay, so that is correct. So there's left and there's right. Should be going this way. Okay, that's correct. Elevator up is down. Elevator down is up. Okay, so elevator is reversed. So I need to change my settings here. Okay, it looks like it's working pretty good now. So we got bank left, bank right, elevators up for climb, elevators down for descend. And of course there is no rudder, and we have throttle. Pretty healthy throttle there. So it looks like we're all set up. So this other wire here, this wire is for a different kind of setup, so we don't even need that one. I could just trim it away, but I'm just going to leave it kind of sitting here. This fourth wire is not needed for anything. So I'm ready to attach my receiver in here. I might glue down my antennas inside this little area here. And then we're ready to put some stickers on the bottom and then go fly the airplane. Okay, so I've got the ESC or the receiver is installed right here. There's a little double stick there. You can see the one antenna running there. Put a little spot of glue to hold it in place, and the second one is running down inside here with another spot of glue holding that in place. So the only thing left to do is put the decorations on the back, and we're going to go take this thing flying. So I haven't pulled the stickers off of the backing yet, but I did cut them out for the back side, so I can try different patterns and figure out what pattern I actually want to use on the back side of the plane. Definitely want to make sure it's unique from the top, because I want to know when I'm upside down. Okay, so my stickers are finished. Plane is ready to go fly. So the stickers didn't exactly fit the way I wanted, so I had to cut them down and cut some shapes. but I am happy with the result. So let's take a little look at the aircraft here. Need my crew chief to come and give it a little inspection before we take the air. Inspect my plane. Hey, crew chief. Hey, hey, hey. Right here, see? Look. Inspect it, make sure it's good to go. Yep, does it look good? Okay, good. So this is our flying wing. Just the two little holes that you use when you're launching it. So this ought to be an interesting flight. Let's go take the skies and see how this does. So how did you like those flight videos? The Skynetic Neptune flying wing with a inducted fan. This thing is so fun to fly, and the price is right. You can't beat it. Even if you plant this thing in the ground and tore it to pieces, they're so cheap you could just buy another one and throw it together really fast. It goes together fast and it flies beautifully. My biggest problem, me personally, not the plane, was there's no rudder. You know, it's all these elevons, and I did have to end up going to the elevon B setting for this, for all the flight surfaces to be correct. But you saw how it flew. This thing is so fun to fly, so inexpensive. I would highly recommend this. Yeah, but just got to get used to. I fly with a lot of rudder. A lot of folks don't, so you got an advantage if you don't fly with a lot of rudder. But if you're doing a lot of 3D, of course you're going to want to use the rudder. I'm like, why is it not turning? Oh crap, there's no rudder. Okay, so I would recommend it. Fun plane, inexpensive. This thing's great. Now, one issue I had is the inducted fan started pulling out of this housing a little bit, started pulling out this way. So I popped it back in place, put a couple bits of foam tack on here just to hold it in place, put it on the top, so if you unbolt it, it'll come out with the fan. But yeah, the fan was trying to come forward out of this little area, the inductive fan housing. So recommend just putting a few little bits of the foam tack on there to help hold the inductive fan in place. Had 3 flights on this, as you saw from the video, and had some friends helping me to launch it out of one of those flights. But once you get the hang of it, just throw it upwards and it just goes, and it is fun. So highly recommend it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels if you like. We have a lot of other build videos and unboxing videos. We have 3D printers. We have a lot of different tools for the trade, including laser cutters for cutting out balsa planes, which I'll have some future videos coming for some balsa builds I'm doing from scratch, from laser cutting the balsa. And we have just a lot of different build videos for different things. So check out our channel if you like it, subscribe, and help us to keep going. And thanks for watching.